Hello everyone, welcome back to my book channel, and today I'm going to be doing a book review on the book Alex Approximately. So if you just watched from my other videos, I went to Book Warehouse and I got that there. Did a mini haul, if you would call it that. I got 3 books. I tried to limit myself, but you know. Anyway, also just got my best friend to cut me these curtain bangs the other day, so a little bit of a new look. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, I'll read the synopsis first. Okay, so the one guy Bailey Rydell can't stand is actually the boy of her dreams. She just doesn't know it yet. So even if you read that, you can pretty much solve it pretty easily. So classic movie fan Bailey Mink Rydell has spent months crushing on a witty film geek she only knows online as Alex. 2 coasts separate the teens until Bailey moves in with her dad, who lives in the same California surfing town as her online crush. Faced with doubts, what if he's a creep in real life or worse, Bailey doesn't tell Alex she moved into his hometown, or that she's landed a job at the local tourist trap museum, or that she's being heckled daily by the irritatingly hot museum security guard Porter Roth, aka her new arch nemesis, as you can see. But life is a whole lot messier than in the movies, especially when Bailey discovers those tricky fine lines dividing hate, love, and whatever it is she's starting to feel for Porter. And as the summer months go by, Bailey must choose whether to cling to a dreamy online fantasy in Alex or take a risk on an imperfect reality with Porter. The choice is both simpler and more complicated than she realizes, because Porter is hiding a secret of his own. Porter is Alex, approximately. Oh, you know, I guess I didn't read the synopsis fully when I bought it. I didn't know it just told you the answer right in there. So yeah, Porter's Alex. Approximately, I guess. Anyway, so I didn't write any notes for this one. I just read it 2 days ago, so I thought I would just jump on the video and give my opinions. So I knew it was going to be kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but like the characters were going to be kind of annoying, especially her, like just the way she says my arch nemesis, like that's so middle school, high school, I guess, where you act like a wounded dog even though it was your fault for something or you're just childish. So I knew it was gonna have like that childish aspect, but it was pretty good. I couldn't put it down. It was a really cute read. Some of the parts, I was laughing out loud and my roommates like looked at me and I was like, it's a good part. It's a good part. So at the end of most chapters, not all chapters, they have a conversation online between her and Alex, and then the rest of it's basically about her and Porter, and it's actually like it was good, and it was just, there was some like, I don't want to say darker because I didn't go into them, but like dark concepts, like aspects in the book. Like he has scars and stuff on his arm, and so at the beginning I thought like maybe he like had like, because I knew his grandpa had died, and so no, they didn't explain when at the beginning, and she said like they mentioned it right off the bat, so I knew it was gonna play a role, but I was like, is it like a suicide attempt that happened because his grandpa died or what? But then he eventually tells her, and it's like way more, like I don't know if it's way more gruesome, but kind of. So basically Porter's whole family is big into surfing, champions, whatever tournaments you call waves, I don't know, but anyway. So his grandpa was really famous, and what's it called? There's a part of the water near California where they live that's called the Bone Yard, maybe, because a lot of people die there. But anyway, his grandpa was doing something and everybody was watching, and a shark, you could see the fin coming up, and the shark like bit off his arm, right? And then he like got whipped off his board, and so everybody was frozen. And how Porter was saying it, which I like how he referenced Jaws, was it's not like in Jaws where everybody starts screaming and running. Everybody was just like frozen and watching. And so Porter runs to the water and trying to help his grandpa out of the water because he's obviously like in shock or passed out or something, and the shark comes back and trying to get like Porter's arm, and so he says he like punches it or hits it to get rid of it, but not before he bit into his arm or scratched it, whatever, and so there's like a giant chunk out of his arm and he has like all scars up and down his arm. So that's how that happened. Not only is Porter, the one main character, like mangled because of a shark attack. Bailey, the other main character, she I didn't know, you didn't realize at first, but she was at this party and one of the guys was stupid, like on drugs, and so he had like a shotgun and he was just like shooting to the sky. Who knows, he's stupid. And then she's like kind of in shock, and then like she starts like crying and like trying to cover her ears from the noise, and then Porter's like, what's going on, why is she doing that? And then what happens? Oh, and then in the movie store before, when she was talking to this guy, she said she doesn't watch action films or like films that have gunshots in it. And then he was like trying to like figure out why. And then eventually she was like, after he shared the shark story, I guess, she was like, when I lived with my mom, she's a lawyer, and for one of the divorce cases, the dad didn't get the kid, and so he was pissed. So he eventually started stalking them. And then one time he came home with her because he was like, oh, I know your mom, we're friends from work. So he started like listing off these facts so she wouldn't be scared because she was younger. Actually, I don't know how young she was. She wasn't too young. But still, if someone says they work with your parents and they say a bunch of stuff, it might be sketchy, but like you believe the facts. So she's walking home with this guy, and then she's like, he's being kind of weird, I'm not gonna let him in. And then he pushes himself in, like, to the house, and basically his plan was to kill her and leave a note saying, you took my child, I'm gonna take yours away. But the mom was home, thank God, and so he like pulls a gun out, starts waving it around, and I think the mom like attacks him. It's like tackles him to make sure he doesn't shoot, but he gets a shot out and it like hits her like right, like higher than the stomach. So instead of hitting an internal organ, like her mom saved her, but basically she has a scar there. It came up when they were getting closer, and she was like, no. And then she finally told him, and actually her mom thinks it's like her fault. She feels so guilty, so when she moves in with her dad in California, her mom doesn't call her or say anything to her, which I think is kind of messed up. But yeah, like how dark is that? He got attacked by a shark and she got shot. Like, geez. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, the one guy, the one that had the shotgun at the beginning at the party, he's like on some heavy drugs, and he steals her bike to get back at Porter and to sell it for money for drugs. And then like she gets it back, and then she goes to talk to Porter at his family shop, and then Davey, the guy on the drugs, comes in like wasted with a shotgun and he's like pointing it at both of them, saying like, you owe me, just like give me like your money, like the money in the cash register or whatever. And it's like, Jesus, this poor girl had a gun pointed, she's been shot, and now she has another gun being pointed at her. But it's okay, spoiler alert, they both survive. But anyway, I just like mentioned the dark stuff, but there's like really cute moments when they hang out and stuff, and she wants to hate him just from the beginning when they met, even though it was like petty hate. So I think I rated this one a 4 out of 5 as well. Some childish like aspects, but it was overall pretty good. I definitely recommend this. I think a lot of people have read this. Like, it's been out for a while. I just kind of jumped on late to the bandwagon. So let's see. Okay, not too new. 2017. I thought it was newer than that. I guess not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed making this, and I will see you here next time. Bye.